This is a demonstration of setting up NetBeans for processing. To get started, you need to know where processing is on your computer, and you need to have NetBeans installed. Once you have that all set, we can create a new project by going to File, New Project, and choose Java and a Java application, and then click Next. You can name the project anything you want, but for the assignment, I ask you use your last name and then processing. So for me, that would be Penta Processing. And then down here, you want to make sure Create Main Class is clicked, and then change the name to edu.mass.necc.processing.main with a capital M. You could actually name it anything you want down here, but that's what I want you to name it for the assignment. Click Finish, and you'll be presented with the project itself. We're going to add the processing libraries next. So we're going to go to Add a Jar folder by right-clicking on the library folder. And this is where you need to know where processing is on your computer. For me, it's in C, Program Files, Processing, and then in the processing folder, wherever that is on your computer, you want to find the core folder, and then library, and then core.jar. And this is the main processing Java file. So this allows you to actually use processing in the NetBeans environment. We also need to add a class to our project. So we're going to right-click on our project name and then New Class. Call the class MySketch and choose the package edu.mass.necc.processing. And then click Finish. Now we actually can alter our files to start writing processing. We've got our two files here, main.java and mysketch.java. In mysketch, we want to import processing.core.star and semicolon. And that's going to allow us to actually import this core files and use all that stuff. In the mysketch class, we want to actually set up the two same functions that we always have had in processing. That's the setup function and the draw function. So public void setup and public void draw. Once those are both set up, we have to just do a few more things and we can start using these two functions just like we were using them in processing. Now we need to extend the p-applet in this class. So we're going to say extends p-applet. This is going to create our own version of a processing applet, and now we can use those to write any processing code we want. But we have to run this applet in main, so you want to switch to the main file, and then in that main function you want to write mysketch.main. And then inside the parentheses, you want to say edu.mass.necc.processing.mysketch. And don't forget that semicolon. Now we're all set to use this as if we were using processing. So in the mysketch class, we can go into the setup function and we can size the window like we would in processing. And I'm choosing 500 by 500. And then inside the draw, I'm just going to draw a rectangle everywhere that the mouse is. So rect, and then mouse X and mouse Y. And then we'll do it 20 by 20 for those rectangles. Now that we're all set with some code, we can actually hit this green play button, which will actually run our processing applet. It runs just like it would in processing, and when we're done, we can use escape or click the X to close our applet. At this point, if everything's working, you can use the setup and draw just as you would in any processing programming using any of the processing commands. That's it. I hope it worked out.